billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Sir Mehrab's Physics. This is Mehrab Ali Samijo. Today we will go through the chapter number 8 of the theory, and in a sound section 8C, that one is the third part of the chapter number 8, lecture 8.7C, beats in a sound waves. Dear students, you know that when the two sound waves of the same amplitude, same direction and slightly different frequencies reach the ear, we do not hear the two different sounds but a single sound whether rises and falls in intensity periodically. This phenomena is known as a beat. This you know that when the two waves have the same amplitude, same frequency and opposite in a direction, when they superimpose with each other, what happens? The interference takes place, and due to the result of this interference, the standing waves are being produced. Remember one thing, the frequencies are same, amplitude is same, opposite in a direction. But when we talk about the beats, when the two waves have the same amplitude, same direction, but a slightly change in a frequency. In some books, it is mentioned that the difference between the two frequencies should be less than 10. In some books, it is also shown as less than 16. But in our syllabus, it is mentioned that the difference should not be greater than the 7, because when the difference is 7, that sound will be clear for our ear. So remember one thing, when we talk about the definition of the beats, when the two sound waves have the same amplitude, same direction, but slightly difference in a frequency, this phenomenon is known as beats. So let us suppose that the sound waves are produced in a big hole. These sound waves spread out, scatter, strike the surface of the walls, the floor and the ceiling of the hall. Some of the sound energy is absorbed by the surfaces and some is reflected and travel back. So those waves which travel back, they may interfere with each other, maybe constructively or destructively. When the two sound waves are in a same phase, constructive interference takes place and loud sound is heard. And when the compression of one wave falls on the reflection of the other, then the destructive interference takes place. Therefore, no sound is heard. Means when one rises and one fall, and then again rise and fall of the sound is known as one beat. So the number of the beats produced per second is called the beat frequency. It's equal to the difference in the frequency of the two waves, and it's denoted by FBB. It stands for beat, and F for frequency. If the frequency of the two sound waves are F1 and F2, then beat frequency is given by F1 minus F2 is the absolute value. That means the difference of the two frequencies. When the two sounds are produced with the two different frequencies, one sound having the frequency 10 Hz, while the other sound simultaneously produce having the frequency 7 Hz, that means the difference between these two frequencies is 3 Hz. So this 3 Hz is known as beat frequency. The maximum beat frequency that the human ear can detect is about 7 Hz. When the beat frequency is greater than the 7, we cannot hear them clearly. So the use of the beat, the phenomena of the beats is used to adjust the frequency of the various musical instruments. You know that we use that some notes as well. To find the unknown frequency by the tuning variable known frequencies, when the one frequency is given, then you can find with the help of that frequency the unknown frequency of the other instrument as well. So that was the beat. So derivation for the beat frequency can be done by considering the 2 waves of the equal amplitude. Let's suppose A0 is amplitude of each wave traveling through a medium in the same direction, having slightly different frequencies. I already told you, when the 2 waves have the same amplitude and same direction, but if there is a slight change in their frequencies, then the beat can be produced. If the F1 be the frequency of the one wave, then its displacement y1 at any instant t is given by y1 is equal to A0 cos 2 pi f1t. So similarly, if f2 be the frequency of the other wave, then its displacement y2 at that instant t is given by y2 is equal to A0 cos of 2 pi f2t. If y be the resultant displacement caused by the 2 waves, then y is equal to y1 plus y2. So putting the values of y1 and y2 in the previous equations, y is equal to A0 cos of 2 pi f1t plus A0 cos of 2 pi f2t. Taking A0 as a common, so y is equal to A0 cos of 2 pi f1t plus cos of 2 pi f2t. As you know that this one is a trigonometric expression. So cos of alpha plus cos of beta, that's always equal to 2 cos alpha minus beta upon 2 and cos alpha plus beta upon 2. So when we apply this trigonometric formula on the above equation, so y is equal to A0 2 cos 2 pi f1t minus 2 pi f2t divided by 2 and cos 2 pi f1t plus 2 pi f2t upon 2. So again rearranging that one, y is equal to 2A0 cos 2 pi f1 minus f2 upon 2 and cos 2 pi f1 plus f2 upon 2t. Here 2 pi and t are being taken again the common. So dear students, in this equation f1 plus f2 upon 2 is the effective frequency, but over here 2A0 cos of 2 pi f1 minus f2 upon 2t, this is known as the amplitude. That means amplitude is equal to 2A0 cos of 2 pi f1 minus f2 upon 2 into t. This is known as the amplitude. You know that the amplitude varies with the frequency. So the amplitude will be maximum when cos of 2 pi f1 minus f2 upon 2t has its maximum value. You know that cos 2 pi f1 minus f2 upon 2t is equal to plus minus value lies between plus 1 and minus 1. So as there is 2 maxima in each cycle, since the variation of the amplitude with the frequency f1 minus f2 upon 2 occurs twice in a 1 second. So the beat frequency is given by, beat frequency is equal to twice of the f1 minus f2 upon 2. That means 2 will be cancelled. So beat frequency is equal to f1 minus f2. This shows that the number of the beat per second will be equal to the difference of the frequency of the 2 sound waves. So that one is the end of this topic, frequency. Thank you very much.